while I'm sad. You've been out all night, know you've been bad. Don't tell me different, know it's a lie. Come to me, honey, see how I cry.
Welcome to the Recovery Show with Bernie Z. That's me. Today, I want to talk to the addict about Step 9. Make direct amends to such people whenever possible, or wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. And that's one of those things where, as I was saying before, making amends to yourself is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be painful, but it's necessary. In order to make amends to others, you have to be able to make amends to yourself. Because in those early days, and even in those first years, a lot of anger at yourself is going to be involved. The other part of that is this. When my mom passed away, I didn't have an opportunity to make amends to her. So I need to be aware of the fact that I can't change what I can't deal with. What I can't go back and change has to be let go. And that's the hardest part of that, because the person passed away and you didn't have a chance to make amends. Others will be so angry at you that making amends just is not a good. You won't be able to make amends face to face, and they may not accept what you say. So that's something where you have to really be aware that it's going to be harmful to both you in your recovery and the other person, because they may not be ready to accept your actions that are meant for amends. On that note, there's also people that you won't be able to make amends to because you don't know where they're at. Example of that would be the people that watched me gamble and maybe picked up the habit from seeing me do it, but it was in passing. It was one of those things where I was after work sitting at the table there, and they came up and said, "Did you win? Did you win?" And you say, "Yeah, I won." Or you talk to them and you talk about how excited you are about gambling or about your addiction, or you set the example for somebody that the addiction's okay. And that happens with a lot of addictions, even addictions that are not okay, that are illegal, such as drugs. And that can be ones where you've given an example to somebody and they have followed on it. You may never have the opportunity to make amends for that. So be aware of that, because trying to make amends to somebody that's still an addict isn't going to help them or you, because it's a guilt trip for them. When they see you saying, "I made a mistake," they then see that maybe they made a mistake. And that tends to, if they're not ready to fix or to work on themselves, and to work on those flaws, those things that they picked up, then the amends process isn't going to work. And the other thing to think about is people who there was anger between you, hatred and anger because of what you did or didn't do, and that can be a problem, because that person's not going to be wanting to hear your amends or to interact with you if there's still animosity there. So be aware that not everything can be done face to face. Not everything can be done at the time that you decide you're going to make amends. You may have to wait some time. You may not be able to ever make amends because of the situation. But the biggest part of that is make amends with yourself for what you can't make amends with others with, because that way you lifted it from a problem that's yours now to somebody else's. It's that thing of, don't feed the anger and the upset and the problem. Somebody may owe you money and you want to reclaim it, but does that really change anything? If that person's still in their addiction, they're not going to take it nicely when you come to them and say, I made a mistake in loaning you the money. I made a mistake at this or that. and they're gonna say bullshit. They're gonna get angry at you because now you're asking for something back that, in their mind's eye, even though they may have asked for it, or you may have asked for it or offered it, they're gonna see it as a gift rather than a loan, and that can be really difficult all the way around. So I encourage people to make amends when you can, but don't try to force it, because that's only going to hurt you or the other person. And for that, or with that, I'm going to say thank you for listening. Hope it helped. And feel free to comment or discuss things with me. You can email me. You can do whatever you desire to contact me. The Recovery Show is here for you. And so am I. Thanks. Bye.